Hi, I'm going to explain the March core challenge. So this month we're going to be working our obliques quite a bit. And so this is something I encourage you to do 2 to 3 times a week. We program it on open gym days, and I encourage you to keep working what you want, your skill work or your weakness work or a missed WOD, and then adding this core challenge to that. This could also be done at home. So if you don't go to open gym days, or if you miss a day and you'd like to do some core, you can complete this stuff at home. Okay, so the first movement is only done one time. It's 1 minute bird dog each side. So what I encourage you to do on bird dog is we're gonna have our wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. We're gonna take one leg back and driving that heel back. I don't want it to be too high, just in line with your hip, and then your hips need to be square, so you pull that hip down. You'll take your opposite arm forward, thumb up to the ceiling, and hold. Again, we're not extending the back. It's all about being in line, in one long line. If you need to, you can take that toe to the ground and drive that heel back. This is kind of referred to as a spinal balance. But this would be the bird dog with the foot elevated, spinal balance, driving that heel back. They're both fine. You'd hold 1 minute for each. When you're done with that, the rest of the movements will be done 2 times through, okay? So let me see if I can lower this a little bit, maybe. So we're gonna lay on our back, feet up to the ceiling. You're going to keep your hands down, take your toes straight up to the ceiling. Try not to wiggle your legs too much. You're just gonna go straight up. These are the Supine L hip lifts. You'll have 50 of these. When you're done with 50, you'll sit up in a straddle sit with those legs nice and wide. You're gonna have your arms behind your head, your hands behind your head. And this is what we want, a nice big posture, strong posture. You don't want to be hunched over like this. So do your best that you can. Even if it's here, that's okay. I want your back as straight as possible. Crunching to the side. More range of motion is more ideal, but we still, we want a faster motion. These are called sunshines. Okay, trying to reach our elbow towards the floor, okay? But also having good posture. So 40 sunshines. Then we'll take it to oblique crunches. So this is, we lay on our back, drop those knees to one side. You can reach forward here, or you can take those hands behind the head, but we'll have 30 each side. So 30 to one side, 30 to the other side, and then move on. Next is gonna be oblique V ups. So these are side V ups. Really, we want to sit on one butt cheek. Our arm is going to be at a 45-degree angle down on the ground. So it's not shoulder height and it's not by our hip. 45 degrees, arm comes overhead, sit up to our butt cheek, reach for our toes. Touch your feet if you can, come back down. Sit up. If you're unable to do this, you can crunch, okay, with your knees. Or you can really repeat the oblique crunches again if it's too much to handle. So we would go to both sides, and these are 20 to each side, okay? When you're done with oblique V ups, go to our bellies. We're gonna do bow pose. We're gonna grab our feet with our hands or our ankles, lift up, driving the feet into the hands, reaching the chest and knees as high as we can, and then lowering. Okay, I want you to hold for at least 3 seconds each time. And we're gonna do 10 of these. When you're done with 10, you're gonna go back to the hip lifts. You'll do 50 hip lifts, 40 sunshines, 30 oblique crunches, 20 oblique V ups, and then finish with 10 bow lifts. All right, it's gonna be a great time, keeping that core engaged, or keep strengthening that core so it can engage during your lifts is so important in protecting your spine during lifting, okay? So happy core work this month.